Hey guys, it's Mommy Tang. What's up, Tang Gang? Yeah, so I get letters from you guys, right? Sometimes comments and Snapchat and emails and stuff like that. And they always say, Mommy Tang, can you please do a dessert? And I was like, all right. I think this is my first dessert ever on Mukbang. I'm not sure. But I figure I'd bring somebody in today, you know, maybe a cookie expert? Are you ready to meet her? Ta-da!
Hi, Tang Gang! I'm so excited to be here today.
Yeah!
I'm gonna have so much fun.
Can you please tell them who you are?
I'm Ms Kettleman. I work with the students, and I also work with all the little Tang Gangers that are in the house.
That's right. And are you a vegan?
I am a vegan.
Oh my gosh, first vegan, and I think you're the only vegan that I know that's vegan who's around me, and it's a real friend instead of like, you know, because I have a lot of social media vegan friends, but you're the first one.
So I'm honored to be here.
Yeah, and on top of that, the reason I've been vegan is because of this lady over here. Did you know that?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And that's so awesome.
I know, and I'm so happy that you're actually in my mukbang, and you know, we'll talk about it later, but it's amazing because I get a lot of emails or, you know, comments saying that Mommy Tang, I went vegan through you, and you know, you made me want to come vegan now and all that stuff. But I'm a YouTuber and I put content up there, but you don't have a YouTube channel, right?
No.
Yeah, but because you helped me go vegan, you're helping so many other people around go vegan. Isn't that amazing?
It is, and I think that's the goal of just, you know, helping people feel good. And
yeah. So I said,
it's just so amazing that you can reach out to so many people and help so many people who then in turn help a lot of other people through just having that opportunity to just share.
Yeah. And I really feel like you don't have to have like a YouTube account or anything, social media. You just could be vegan and help somebody. You never know what you could do. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying. And I think it's just, even if somebody isn't willing to make that transition, just making or sharing a meal is another way just to contribute.
And I learned so much from her. My kids learned so much from her. We'll talk about that later, but I love you, Ms. Kettleman. Okay, so can you tell us what we're gonna make today?
Sure. We are going to make chocolate chip coconut blondies.
Oh.
And they're just really cookie bars.
Yeah.
So they're really good.
I've actually had your cookie bar a long time ago. She bakes, you know, her own cookies, and she would bring them here, and I had it and I was like, this is not vegan.
It tastes
amazing.
So good.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to make those. Typically I'll just do the chocolate chip cookie bars, but I thought we'd add a little coconut. Just make a little different variety. But anybody could adapt whatever they want.
Are you sure you don't have a YouTube channel? You just sound so natural here.
Oh, no, I don't. I don't have a YouTube channel.
Oh my gosh.
That's why I have to watch Mommy Tang.
Yeah, but she just like taste, you know what I mean? She's all natural on TV. Anyway, so let's go with the recipe, yeah?
Yes.
All right. So a couple weeks ago, I asked her, I said, would you mind coming to my mukbang and like share your recipe? And she said, of course. And then today she came with her bag full of ingredients. Like, how sweet is that? I saw her walking into I saw her coming into my house with this on. I was like, ah, Ms.
So you're going on a picnic. But I brought the picnic here, so.
Okay, so the first ingredient, I guess, is
flour, and you can use any type of flour. So if you were to make this recipe gluten-free, you could use rice flour, you could use almond flour. In this case, I just happened to use what I already had, which is the all-purpose flour.
okay.
Measuring cups. Yeah. So we're actually gonna do 3.5 cups of flour today.
Okay. Now how many servings is that?
How many is it gonna make all together?
Yeah, like how many cookies you think? Just should I put it in there?
Well, it depends on the size you want to cut them. So I would say it probably makes about 2 dozen. But you could cut them smaller or you could cut them larger depending on how many people you want to serve.
Oh. Can you use, do you think like brown like flour? You know the brown rice flour?
I used whole wheat flour before.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
It's a different texture, it's a different taste.
And this is better, right?
So I think so. I've also made it with the almond flour before, again, and coconut flour I've tried too. It's just a different consistency. So the first time you make it, I would suggest making it with the type of flour you're used to using, just so that you can get used to the taste and the texture. So if you're trying something new and you're trying the flour that you've never used before, it might not taste like it's made right, but it could be.
Right. You're right. So wait, 3.5 cups?
3.5 cups of flour.
Now, do you think that the ingredient has to be like exact? Because sometimes they say that about baking, like it has to be exact amount.
I think it's more important that you have closer to the exact amount of flour, because if I haven't used enough flour in the past, then it doesn't turn out as well. You could go a little bit less on the sugars, I think, because you're going to have a lot of variety that has the natural sweetening taste in it. So if you were to cut anything back, I would think it would be on the natural sweeteners with the sugars.
Now do you know why I have her as a tutor? I can't say that any better. Okay, what do we do next?
Now we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of
sugar?
Baking powder.
Baking powder.
Yeah.
She brought a measuring spoon.
What?
Oh wait. So wait, baking powder?
So this is organic. It's baking powder. The man at the store highly recommended it.
How much?
1.5
1
teaspoons. So it's a half. So just
half. 3.
I couldn't find my other one.
2. Okay.
And then we're gonna do 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Just 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda.
Right.
And then after that, we're going to add the sugar.
You know, when I do my recipe, I never measure anything. So stuff like this,
this
it
is
gets
new,
me,
right?
It gets me scared sometimes because I gotta I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. I don't know, you know?
And I can't go the other way, because if I don't measure it, then nothing ever turns out. And then we need 1.5 cups of sugar.
1.5 cups of sugar. Can you use any type of sugar, you think?
Well, the baking sugar is the best. But I know you'd use, I had never tried making it with brown sugar, so that's probably not the best choice. But the cane sugar is really good. Coconut sugar would probably be good, but you might have to adjust the amount that you're putting in.
I feel like coconut sugar is like less sweet, maybe, you think?
I do.
Yeah.
So again, you would just have to adapt it to whatever your preference is, or whatever ingredients you happen to have at home.
That's a lot of sugar.
And then the last dry ingredient that we're going to use is 1/2 teaspoon of salt.
Oh, salt. I never would have thought that you put salt. Well, I guess yeah, because sometimes cookies are.
It's okay.
Oops.
It'll all balance out. And now we'll stir all of the dry ingredients together. It looks so pretty.
Oh my gosh. See how she gives like perfect instruction for me to do stuff like this. Oh gosh.
And this part you can't mess this part up unless you don't use the right measurements. But it's really easy. That's why I love this recipe, because you can do it in less than 45 minutes total time and be ready to take a dish with you wherever you're going.
And I know your husband is vegan as well, right? And does he love this recipe?
He does. He really enjoys this one. He likes it when I make it with the coconut flakes,
right?
As opposed to just the chocolate chips.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Or with bananas, you can add bananas to it. And I think he really appreciates the banana chocolate chip version.
Oh wow. So what do you just like? What do you do with the banana? How do you put the banana in here?
Well, he would have to let them turn brown a little bit, as if you were going to make banana pie.
Right.
And then you would just have to measure out according to however much you're going to make, and then just mash them in. That's pretty much it.
So I just like a bunch of sugar in there. So.
After this, we're going to add our white ingredients. Okay. So we're going to do 1 cup of vegetable oil and 1 cup of rice milk, or almond milk, or soy milk, or coconut milk, whatever you happen to have in your fridge. And in this case, we have rice milk. So we're going to use that.
Rice milk?
So anybody who might have a nut allergy would be able to eat these wherever you're going. So everything.
Why are you so thoughtful, Ms Kettleman?
Well, there's so many allergies. You go around,
That's
kids
so
have so
true.
many allergies today.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
just to make sure,
wait.
1 cup.
1 cup, okay. Go ahead, sorry.
So I always try to think outside of the box. Again, this batch isn't gluten-free, but just wherever you're going, just to be aware that you want to make sure as many people as possible can taste what you're eating, because you want to share all your vegan treats with everybody. So it's just another way, if people have other allergies, that they know that they'd still be able to eat these.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do 1 cup of vegetable oil.
Wow, I didn't know you put a lot of oil in there. Well, some people, and that's, I guess people put butter in here. That's why it makes.
There's no butter in this one, but I think you could adjust the oils. Like you could use substitutes too. So you could use applesauce.
Oh,
I think
really?
if you were going to use the vegetable oil, I haven't tried it with this mixture, but I know some of your supporters might opt to not use oil at all, and that's okay. So then you would just want to make sure that you adjust and modify the substitution that you would be using instead of using 1 cup of oil in place of whatever it is that you're going to mix instead. And then the last thing we have to do is add the vanilla extract, and then the special toppings that we're going to put in here too.
Oh my gosh. Ooh.
So it is easy to make.
Yeah,
right?
it's a little lumpy though. Do you think you need, those like batter, the mixer, you know what I mean, the cake, like, you know what I mean? Do you think?
Yes, I think, that would make it more of an even consistency.
Yeah.
But I never use that, I just stir it.
Oh, really?
It might just take a little bit longer.
What is yours saying? Hold up now. Does it look
a little
okay?
bit more, yeah, I think, because when it bakes, it's going to even out in the oven.
How about vanilla extract? How much?
We need 1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon.
She's so excited. It's like,
Well, you want it to turn out, right?
Today, Ms Kettleman is going to reveal the true side of the Tang kids.
Tang kids are great. They
Yeah.
really are. I love working with all of them. Each of them has a unique personality, but yet there's so many similarities within all 4 of them.
If you were to grade them, like from A to F, what do you think? Would you grade
all A pluses?
A plus? You really think? See
do.
that? I did something
Very smart Tang kids in this house.
Because some people actually think that they're very spoiled. Like they say, oh, you're raising Peyton to be such a spoiled brat. I get that sometimes because they see her like kind of. Do you think she's spoiled?
No, I don't. I think
they might think that I paid you to say this.
No. This is all free knowledge here. But no, I think they're very fortunate with what they have, but I don't think that any of your children are being raised to not appreciate what they have.
That's
You
right.
did a great job with parenting, you and your husband. So,
and you take big part in that as well, because you've known them for how long now?
I want to say 4, yeah.
Yeah,
4
right?
years.
4 years, because
4
that's
years.
how long I've been vegan because of you. So yeah,
Yay.
I remember I was like, I'm vegan. I was like, what does that mean? I don't eat meat. I was like, why?
It's so funny because Jade and I were talking about that today, and she's like, remember the first time you came here and my mom was going to give you something to eat and something to drink?
Yeah.
And I said, well, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I remember going through, well, if I have something to drink, it has to, well, the drink isn't that bad, but like, no dairy, and then eating-wise, because I said I don't eat meat, so anything without meat, and then it's like, well, what do you eat? So we had a general conversation, and then that's transpired to all these mukbangs that you've been able to contribute.
And the funny thing is, you're the only one that gets to eat pretty much everything that I cook here.
And it's so good.
Because I kind of she's like my tester. I cook something, I'm like, Ms Kettleman, would you like? And she's like, yeah. And she loves everything.
Everything's delicious.
Yeah, so it's not good though, because I wish sometimes she could tell me like, nah, this is not good. But she always says, good, it's good.
Yeah, I'm not the one to taste if you need to add something in addition to, because everything tastes great as it is. But
oh my god, this looks great actually. This looks really like.
Can I taste it?
Yeah, what do you think? Should taste it? I have this thing about eating raw flour, but
well, there's no eggs in here, so I would think that it's
God.
safe. But we have to add the chocolate chips
In
and
here?
the coconut flakes.
in here first, not here.
And the one thing I forgot is to coat this with a little bit of butter and some flour. Otherwise, it's gonna
Butter?
All right, so wait, coconut flakes. So this is very, very optional, right?
Yeah, coconut's optional. I'd say with the chocolate chips. Because
But I
they're
love
chocolate chip
coconut. Oh my
blondies.
gosh,
I know you love coconut.
Oh my
so I
god,
thought
you know
we
I'm
have to
on a
make this.
diet too right now, Ms Kettleman, but
Well, there's always exceptions.
that's right.
We'll just work out hard later. We'll do about a cup. I think a cup.
A cup?
But I don't think you need to measure this because you love coconuts. So put in what you think is going to be good.
That's like more than a cup, but well, it's about a cup. More, you think?
Yeah, more.
A little bit more. It's not gonna hurt it.
It's funny because Ms Kettleman is the only one probably sees me working out and doing this. And she sees like, she's like pretty much like my good friend, you know? Like, I mean, not pretty much, you are my good friend.
Yes, you are. She's very dedicated. So
Yeah.
it's very motivational and inspirational.
But the only thing is, I don't treat her like my girlfriend only because she's my children's teacher, so I give her that kind of different respect. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't call her by her first name. I always call her Ms Kettleman because she's like a teacher to me as well, you know? Giving her the full respect is very, very important, I think.
And I think it's important too because the children, even though that I've been with them for so long, that they still are respectful. Even though we're close and we spend so much time together.
They have such a great
We do a
relationship.
good job modeling that.
Yeah, we really have a wonderful relationship. I think this it's one of those relationships that it'll be just really
Forever.
long.
Forever and ever.
Yeah. So what do we do now?
Chocolate chips. Now there's different varieties of chocolate chips that you could use to put in here. And I'm sure a lot of your viewers might share what they enjoy putting into their baked goods. But today we're going to use the Enjoy Life ones. They work out really well and everything. They're super sweet. And these are the mini chips. There's different kinds. You can get the chocolate chunks. You could get the regular size morsels. But I like the mini chips because it's not too overpowering.
How much?
Put about half the bag in. That's what I normally do.
Oh, half of the bag.
Oh,
That's a lot.
It's a lot, but they're really good.
Oh my goodness.
And if you want to, you know, less chocolatey, then you would use less chips. But
so the second
they're
time
really
you use it, you have to get a new bag?
They're sweet already. The ones that I have, they're not that sweet. They're just not bitter, but
They're just dark chocolate, so it's not sweet.
should I oil the pan a little bit? Like
I don't use the oil only because it mixes in with the batter and then it doesn't turn out as well. So, and I forgot to bring my vegan butter. But I'll normally put a little bit of butter on the bottom. I'll smear a little bit and then coat it with a little bit of flour so that when you take it out and you're cutting it, you never want the bottom to stick to the pan.
So what kind of vegan would you say you are? Like, you know, some vegans are like raw vegans, you know, high carb vegans, or just vegans, or
I think I'm an everything vegan.
everything vegan. I like that.
I like a little bit of everything.
Right.
So I do eat raw. I do eat junk food. I do eat a lot of
Oh, we love junk
foods,
food,
too.
yeah.
but I like a little bit of everything. I like a little bit of variety.
So what should we do? How should we do this?
Well, I think we need to like...
You could use
Just my finger?
yeah, I think that's fine. Why not?
Or scissors.
And then you're going
That's
to
a little.
That's good. And then do we have a napkin? Or if you want to use your hand, you could. Just to smear the bottom.
But
I licked
I
with
could
my
do it
left.
too.
I didn't use my right, so I'll just use this with my hand. I didn't wash my hands before this, so.
you didn't?
No, it did.
You didn't? I'm like...
And we love her laugh. Every time they're studying, I'll hear her laugh upstairs and I'll be like cracking up because her, right, Jaden? Me and Jaden.
It's so high pitched, but it's so
high pitched and it's so funny and like it makes everybody want to laugh. You know what I
I
mean?
love to laugh. And laughing with everyone
Yeah,
here.
because I have pretty like, I don't have like a crazy high pitch laugh, I guess, but you definitely, your laugh is like really, really high. Okay, so does that look good?
That's perfect.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna sprinkle a little bit of flour in there just to coat so that you just don't want to burn or stick the batter to it when it's cooking. And the other thing that I found the numerous times that I've made this amazing dessert is to adjust the cooking time. Because the recommended time is about 30 to 35 minutes.
Right.
But sometimes that's a little too much because then it turns out a little bit darker. So you want them to come out really soft.
Is that good like this?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want them to be overdone,
Right.
Because then they get dry. And especially if you want people to try things that are vegan,
Right.
you want it to be just right. So we just want to make sure that we
Oh my
approximate
God,
our
yeah.
cooking time and just check in on it. If it starts to turn golden, then you know that it's done. Sometimes what I do when I want them really soft, because my husband really likes the soft cookie butters, I'll cook them for about 28 minutes, and then I take them out and let them cool for about 35 minutes to an hour.
Put it in here?
Yeah, and then I can even hold this for you.
The funny thing is
and then they're
though,
soft and chewy.
yeah, I think definitely you want to make them softer than hard because they taste more yummier, especially if you know, if you want to say this is vegan. If you make it hard, they're like, oh, it's
and
vegan,
they continue
it's
to cook
hard.
as they come out of the oven because they're still hot.
Yeah.
I heard. Don't forget that. Can I have the bowl in your dental?
Doesn't it look great?
Oh my gosh, it smells great too, like for vanilla. I could smell the vanilla. Can you smell it? I don't know. I could love it.
It smells really good.
You know, to make this much cookie bar, it would cost you so much more if you were to buy it already prepared vegan cookie
it does.
batter. You know what I mean? But this was like not even, like you could make this again and again, you know?
And I do quite often because it's just so easy to make. So I love to bake. We talked about I love Mommy Tang's cooking. I prefer to bake.
Okay, so what do you do? Do you like decorate this or anything like that? Or?
No, this is pretty much it.
Alright, so
so
how do you cook
see,
this?
it's even. So we're gonna put this in the oven for 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. And we're gonna adjust that. So we're maybe take it out a little bit less because oven times and cooking variations are different.
Right.
So then we'll see how that
Alright, and then we'll be back.
Hang in there, Tang Gang.
Yeah.
As you can tell.
Okay, so we baked it. Please tell us what we did in the oven.
Well, we set the oven to 350 degrees. That's when we last left off.
Right.
And we set it for 25 minutes and checked on it and realized it wasn't quite finished.
Right.
So then we cooked it for an additional 5 minutes and voila, it looks delish.
And how did you check? How do you like?
Well, the easiest way is to stick a fork into it. And when it comes out completely clean with no dough on top, then you know it's ready to be enjoyed.
Oh my god.
So, and you check several places. The first place you always check is in the middle, just to make sure that's done evenly, and then you can go around the outer edges. And that's why they're called chocolate chip blondies, because it has that blonde golden glow.
Should I just cut it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It smells so nice in the house right now, and it's so like,
I'm gonna try
it's
one
almost
too.
like bread. Like,
Give me a little piece so I can try it.
oh, look at
Fresh
this.
out of the oven.
Oh my gosh, guys, look. I don't know if you could see.
You can smell it, I bet.
Okay, wait. Guys, come behind me so they can see you eat, okay?
Now it's still going to be hot.
Yeah.
It just came out of the oven. So
I think it won't. I think that's why it's breaking. Is because it's so hot.
It's still so hot.
Right.
So typically you want to let it sit for a little bit longer, but because we just couldn't wait and this is so good, we figured we'd dig in a lot sooner.
Right. Oh gosh.
We're a little impatient when it comes to vegan goodies.
And it's all getting all crumbly. Let me see. Let me try to see if I could cut it.
So yeah, I guess if you let it sit until it cools, and then you could cut it from then.
I just ate it.
Or you could pre-cut your slices, but not take it out of the pan and let it cool that way, because it'll cool quicker because it's aerating. Is it good?
Is it good? Amber, come here. Show them from here.
Mommy, I want to drink.
Okay.
This is really good.
Is it really good? Okay,
What
I'm
makes it
gonna
good?
try
Why is it good? What makes it good?
The dough. I think the cookie.
You like the cookie dough?
Mom, can I get a drink?
Ruben, should we try it?
Mommy. No, I think he can't eat sugar.
Well, no, I didn't mean him. Dogs, yeah, don't ever feed this to dogs. Dogs can't ever have sugar.
Oh my goodness, it tastes like muffin. Like just.
This is good.
Can I try a little bit?
Just freshly baked like muffin. You know what I mean?
It has that muffin texture. And the longer you let it cook, the drier it'll get.
Oh, I like it just like this.
So even though they're called cookie bars, they don't really have a cookie consistency.
When I eat stuff like this, Ms Kettleman, though, why add egg and milk when you can make it vegan and make it so good?
I wonder that all the time myself.
Right? Because I'm telling you, I used to eat a lot of
But even just for the health benefits, because you don't need to have the dairy and the eggs either. But
yeah, but I mean, you think that okay, the vegan cookie, it tastes off, but it doesn't taste off at all. You can't even
you're
tell.
still using the same basic ingredients, you're just substituting the dairy.
Yeah, and you don't even have to tell people that it's vegan. You could just say, oh, I made a chocolate blondie. They won't even know that it's.
I find a lot of times when I bake, and you might label something and you say, "Oh, it's dairy free or gluten free."
That's so true.
A lot of people who aren't used to eating that might not be willing to try it. But if you just label just chocolate chip cookie bars, again, if there's allergies or something like that, you want to alert people. But if you were to take this to a party and it wasn't a typical vegan venue, anybody's gonna dig in. But I think a lot of people shy away because they think it's going to taste, but it doesn't actually taste a lot better in my opinion.
So much better. It's cleaner. What's this? You have no idea. No, I was on a diet. And I broke it. I don't know, you didn't break it because I'm still eating this on a diet. But one thing to say is I haven't had any I ate really clean the whole, the week, and this is like my first, not junk food. Where should you be sick? Treat. Well, it's my first treat.
Based.
I don't want that.
Like
milk.
Like I ate a lot of salad and rice and potato, but I haven't had anything like this. So it tastes so amazing right now. Just, you want some milk?
Please.
Which one would you want?
Whatever's open, whatever you have there.
They're all open, but
this is really good.
oh my goodness, it's amazing. So Ms. Kettleman, since so not only you're a tutor, but you also teach at school, right? So do you have any advice for my viewers who, my parenting, maybe a little tip that you could give out how to?
Sure. Well, now that it's the summertime, a lot of students are affected by the summer slide. So when you think, oh, there's no school, we want them to enjoy summer and take time off.
That's how I am.
A lot of parents don't realize how much that contributes to the regression within where they left off the school year. So all students will regress to a certain degree because you're not in school 35 plus hours during the week.
Right.
So it is really important to stay up on task with reading and practicing math and writing. I highly encourage reading clubs or signing up at the local library to participate with keeping on track of like a reading log, or going to local bookstores. Sometimes they'll have book clubs that they run where the kids can interact with other kids of their age and still talk about books that they love. But even just reading to your children too, I think there's something special still about that.
Yeah, like my kids, they read and during summer, but I do think I was thinking like that, like, oh, summer, let them free, do whatever, and then they'll catch back up, I guess, but I guess it's a bad thing when it comes to grades.
Well, I think it depends on the child. So a student who's struggling more during the school year is going to regress more significantly than a student who's at or above their current grade level and not practicing as many skills during the summer. They'll be able to easily get back on track, but it's still going to take time. So when you end the year and you're at or above benchmark, you'll regress a little bit. You'll be able to pedal a little bit faster to get back to where you were. But you don't want to lose too much of all the progress that was made during the last year because you can't get that time back.
And what do you think is the most important thing that you need to teach your kids before they even start school? Like, the little ones, like kindergarten, before they even go to kindergarten. What do you think?
Talking with them, pointing out things with them, environmental prints. So when you're driving, pointing out signs, speaking with them, having conversations with them, reading to them. I think the more that you can involve yourself with them, the more that they gain. Because children observe, they take everything in, their little sponges. So the more that you don't realize that they're taking in is probably the most growth that they're making. And their little brains are developing at such a rapid pace.
A little personal question, but teachers do have their favorites, don't they?
I think you have students that stand out. You do. You have your most memorable, and ones that you kind of not necessarily compare to.
Do you think the grades affect on it though?
With me, no.
No.
I mean, you have to earn a grade, but
but some teachers, I'm sure, right? What do you think?
You would hope not for the ethical reasons.
Yeah. But the only person that sees the true behind the camera is Ms Kettleman, because she really knows how I discipline my children, right?
And she does it very well.
I think I could be strict sometimes. What do you think? Do you think I'm just like, yeah, do whatever you want? Do you think I'm that kind of a mom?
You have a nice balance. So you're strict when you need to be strict, and your children are respectful of that. But they need that. They still need guidance and modeling to know the difference between right and wrong in various situations. So, but you let them have fun, and you give them those opportunities to enjoy just being a kid and running outside and just having that time to play.
Or just be nice to me.
No, I'm telling the truth. But it was really good. Thanks for letting me share this with you.
No, thanks for, oh my goodness, thanks for everything.
Oh, you're welcome.
You know, in Korea, right? This is for the Korean viewers out there, but I don't know why it's like this in Asia, but the smaller face that you have, it's more, I don't even know how you say it. They say you're more beautiful if you have a smaller face. You see how the camera just look how you have a more smaller, narrower face? That's what Korean girls all desire, a smaller face. Did you know that?
No.
No. It's not like that in America, but
it's what's from within.
We actually compare, a lot of the Koreans compare their face with their fist size and say, oh, I wish my face was as small as my fist.
I never knew that.
And they like big eyes. I don't want to say all Koreans, but a lot of Koreans, you know, they say, oh, your face is so small, you're so lucky. It's one of those like things that, I guess for Americans, if you have long legs, is it?
Long skinny legs, I'm guessing, yeah. You're
something
lucky.
like that, you know? So,
always the desire to be taller. So then, are there a lot of issues with like body image within Korea? Like in America, there are significant.
Oh, I think it's like that everywhere, but yes, in Korea too. And they actually shave their face to make their face small. They actually go under a knife just to shave their jawline and everything to make it like really small.
I never knew that.
Yeah, and every time I see her, I'm just like, man, her face is really small.
Probably the smallest part.
Yeah.
So I'll treasure that part.
But anyway, so thank you guys. And if you want her back again, please comment below. And I told her maybe she could be back for.
Should I spoil it, or should I let the viewers wait and see?
Spoil it.
Banana bread.
Woo! One of my favorite. Yeah,
I love that.
So if you like this recipe, please let us know, and she'll come back.
Thanks. It was so great. I'm so grateful to be here.
I
hope that you enjoy making this recipe at home, and we had so much fun. Right, Ruben?
Yeah. Oh, we'll talk about Ruben next time when she's here. I'll see you guys.
Bye, Tangan.
Bye, Tangan. Oh, thank you, Ms Kettleman.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks. This is so much fun.
And on top of that, this was so good. I had like 3 slices.
I don't know why it's so crumbly though. Oh, what do you need, honey? Do you need help? What do you need?
Now, did you try it?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Your cup?
It's good.
Here. Do you need more in it? You have milk. Oh, you don't want it?
Do you want to take some home with you?
No, you keep
Are you
it.
sure just for your husband? Just maybe like a
You
little
can
bit?
make it anytime.
Really? Oh my god, this is so good. Oh, I wonder why.
That doesn't compare to vegan treats, but.
Oh my gosh, no. Actually, this is like, I think this is like one of those like store-bought, like it beats the store-bought, I really think.
Thanks.
So sometimes when you do buy vegan, they're a little bit off. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't know why.
It depends on where you get it from too. Like Whole Foods will have their vegan stuff, which is good. Sometimes the texture's a little too dry, or it's not sweet enough. There's always like certain places something lacking.
I could seriously imagine putting this in a muffin can, muffin whatever tray, and then make it into a muffin, and it would taste amazing like a muffin.
The measurements are probably almost equal when you talk about batter.
Really?
Bread, I would think.
Yeah, the little, like, I'm telling you, it's all crumbled up, but I feel like I'm eating like chocolate chip muffin.